Just kidding. All right. Warm-up exercises. Inhale the hands up. Tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Don't look down, look straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. And sink the chin down to the chest. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then try to sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. And one more time, we float the hands up in front of us. To the chest, tucking in the chin. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. Going side to side next. I will say, just as a follow-up to your breathing exercise, like when you start putting breathing to the warm-up exercises, you'll do that in the 4 stages also. So like the exercise we just did, you inhale, exhale, and exhale. So you're doing the exercise slow also. So that's one reason, because it's actually very similar to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? I'm sorry? Yeah, not everything in 4s, but yeah, a lot. But you try to slow down, and what happens is, like with the warm-up exercises, you can go through that whole warm-up set, and you can do breathing through that whole warm-up set, and it kind of gets to be like a metronome. So you do everything nice and slow and gentle as you're breathing, and it'll match your breathing that we do at the very beginning. It becomes like a metronome, and then Tai Chi takes on uh, meditation type experience, and that's why they call it a meditation or a Tai Chi dance. Pardon me? Yeah, exactly. That's probably why she came in. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right, and come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, right hand, right shoulder, and come back to center. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, and come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand's on top, right hand, right shoulder, and come back to center. One more time each side. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, come back to center. Left hand's on top, right hand, right shoulder. And come back to center, come back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles, shoulders back and up as we inhale, forward, down, exhale, don't lean forward, look straight ahead, shoulders back and up, forward and down. Good job. Back and up, nice and slow, forward and down. Beautiful. Gathering, oh, I'm sorry, we're going to reverse that. Shoulders forward and up, back and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Keep looking straight ahead. Forward and up, back, and down. Beautiful. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity, gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up, looking straight ahead, and relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up, beautiful stretch, and relax the hands down. Beautiful. Next, touching heaven and earth, prayer hand position. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine. And come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And back to center. Pause for just 1 second. Same thing here. If your shoulder is bothering you, don't try and do this. Just leave your hand down, but still try and Stretch that spine, all right? Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine, lifting the head towards the ceiling. Back to center, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching that spine. And back to center. One more time. Left hand up, right hand down, floating the head towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center, back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, not moving the hips, moving the upper body. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. When the belly button stops turning, the ball stops turning. Turning the ball over, right hand's on top. Gently turn to the right. Again, belly button stops turning, ball stops turning. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top. Gently turn to the left. Turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. Turn the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. Turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. Nice. Turning the ball over, come back to center. Relax the hands down. All right, going to do something different. Let's do our hip exercise standing today. Sound good? Everybody feeling pretty good? All right. If you need to sit down, go ahead and sit down. But let's try and do them standing if we can. All right. Okay. So keeping the knee bent, keeping the body straight. Use the chairs. Stay safe. Okay. So from prayer hand position, we push to the right, weight to the right, bend in the right knee, tap the left foot or float the left foot. Keep the body nice and straight. Good job. And come back through center. Push left, weight left, bend in the left knee, tap or float right foot. And come back to center. Try and keep that bend in your knee. It'll end up making your legs stronger. Push to the right, weight to the right, keep the body straight, tap or float left foot. Come back to center. Push left, weight left, bend in the left knee, tap or float right foot. And come back to center one more time. Push right, weight right, bend in the right knee. And come back to center. Push left, weight left, bend in the left knee, tap or float right foot. And come back to center. Relax the hands down. Beautiful. Next hip exercise, forward and backwards. I really like this exercise for people with Parkinson's. So we're touching the heel in front of us, the toe behind us. Keep that toe in close when you start. As you get better with your balance, you'll be able to extend back further. Keep plenty of space between your feet. So as I step back, I'm keeping all the weight on this foot, my left foot, stepping back with the right foot, plenty of space, okay? Also, I love it when you transition that you try to lift the knee, transition to the toe, lift the knee, transition to the heel, okay? While keeping the body straight. By the way, they have a tendency to kind of push the chair in. So if you need to push the back chair back, go ahead and do that, all right? So, all right, everybody excited? All right. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, empty, left heel, hands behind us. Lift the knee as you transition, empty left toe, hands in front of us. Keep all the weight on the right. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel. Lift the knee, empty on the toe. Try and keep all your weight on the right. One more time, we lift the knee, empty on the heel. And lift the knee, empty on the toe. And come back to center. It's a good little balance exercise, isn't it? I go around and give talks about fall prevention. Everybody's like, I'm I'm pretty good with my balance, and I'll do that exercise. And most of the time, first time they set their toe behind them, they start doing, you see everybody start to do that. It's funny. Our balance degrades over time, and we don't realize it until it is critical. So, all right, other side, weight shift to the left, bend in the left knee, right foot, empty heel, hands behind us. Lifting the knee as we transition, empty the left toe, hands in front of us. Keep plenty of space between your feet. Lift the knee, empty on the heel. Keep all the weight left. Lift the knee, empty on the toe. One more time. Lift the knee, empty on the heel. And lift the knee, empty on the toe. And come back to center. Beautiful. So after today, I don't see you for 2 weeks. Unless you come tomorrow, I won't see you for 2 weeks. Actually, I won't see you for 3 weeks, but Gary will be here in 2 weeks. So that doesn't mean you have off with Tai Chi. That means you need to do it on your own. Okay? So that exercise that we just did, really good kitchen counters. We got a lot of tall men in this room. Those kitchen counters, hold on to the kitchen counter and do that exercise. Empty heel, empty toe. Make sure you have plenty of space. Lifting the knee as you transition, and then turn around, holding on the kitchen counter, and do the other leg. Just as you walk through the kitchen, go ahead and do that. It doesn't take that long, right? 3 each side. What does that take? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Pardon me? And it'll get stronger. Give it time. It'll get stronger. Okay? Especially ankle exercise helps that also. All right, let's sit down for just a minute. Let's do our seated heel kicks. I want everyone to stay safe. So we're going to do seated heel kicks, and then we're going to get right back up and do the second knee exercise, all right? So when you sit Tai Chi style, you sit up nice and straight and tall, all right? Don't use the back of the chair. Sit up on the edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend. Rock forward on the pelvis, heads lifted by the silk thread. Good way to sit for your back. Good way to sit for Parkinson's disease. All right? So, heel kick. 4 motions with the leg. Lift the leg up, kick the leg out, lift the leg back up, and then float the foot to the ground. Back and body stay straight. Punch out the opposite hand. All right? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right. Punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and tall. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. 2 more times. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float that foot to the ground. Important part of this exercise is that lifting of the knee. It helps with our hip. It helps flexing our knee. Helps with our core strength. Okay? Pick up that left leg. Heel kick left. Punch out right. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right. Punch out left fist. And pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. That's the other exercise you want to do. Try and do that one on a daily basis when you're watching the Blues play tonight. Hey, they won 2 games, right? Under the new coach, and then they tanked on Tuesday. Yes, sir. Stay nice and straight. Good question. Yeah, you stay nice and straight. Always trying to keep your shoulders and your hips square as you do that. And the one thing you want to watch, your pelvic bone is kind of a bowl-shaped bone. And we have a tendency to roll back on our pelvic bone when we sit. So we'll end up sitting like this. Our shoulders and head go forward as we rock back on our pelvic bone. You want to rock forward on the pelvic bone, because if you're looking at it from the side, if I'm sitting like this, it may feel good, but it's not good for our back. If I roll forward on the pelvic bone, that straightens my back up. And you're increasing your core muscle strength, which you want to do. So that's really good for us. I sometimes see people, like a lot of times people will like lean back as they pick their leg up. But the other thing I see is sometimes people will roll forward on that pelvic bone. And so they're picking up their foot like this instead of doing this. So it's all part of trying to keep your core nice and strong, which is really important with Parkinson's disease. Okay, good question. All right, let's stand up. Let's do second knee exercise. This is the bow stance. So we're stepping out empty, all right? So we're not putting weight on the front foot. Step out empty. I should be able to bring my foot out and let it float over the floor before I set it down. Then do bow stance, 70-30, plenty of space between the feet. Shift the weight back. If it's truly empty, I should be able to lift that foot once again and let it float, and then come back to center. Okay? So, and as I step out empty, I'm not stepping out this way, keeping my good posture as I step out empty. Okay? Got all that? 20 things. If you do them simultaneously, everything works out perfect. Okay? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. I'm in the Wuji position. Weight shifts to the right. Step out empty, left foot. Weight shifts left, punch out, right fist. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Good job. Feet are even to one another. Weight shift to the left, step out empty, right foot. Weight shifts right, punch out, left fist. Bring that weight forward. Weight shifts back. Don't move the feet yet, then come back to center. Awesome. All right. So when you shift your weight, don't lean to shift your weight. Use your hips to shift your weight. So my hips are actually shifting my weight back and forth. So I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. And head and shoulders stay over the hips. So when I'm out here, I'm not trying to do this, because you'll feel this toe digging into the ground. When you stay nice and straight, this foot will be flat on the ground and the body stays nice and straight. Okay? Got all that? It helps if you look straight ahead. And in fact, if you watch this line, like the logo here, if you watch that line should stay level as you do it, because that doesn't move, right? That's not going anywhere. Unless we have an earthquake, that's not going to move. So if that line is moving, you're the one who's moving, not the line. That's why you see a lot of Tai Chi practitioners are always looking out in front of them, because they can use the horizon and see what their body is doing by what's happening with that horizon. And so here we have this logo you can watch. Okay? Weight shift to the right, step out empty, left foot. Looking straight ahead, bow stance, shifting the weight forward. Weight shifts back, now moving the feet, come back to center. Weight shifts left, step out right. Weight shifts right, punch out left fist. Weight shifts back and back to center. Again, weight shifts right, step out empty left. Use the hips, shift the weight forward. Make sure you're nice and straight, not leaning. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts left, step out empty right. Weight shifts right, use the hips, flex those hips. Weight shifts back and back to center. All right. Am I giving you too many things to think about? Because I want to give you another one. You want to point your toe forward. Where we point our toe is where our energy goes. So if I point my toe out, I tend to go out this direction. If I point my toe in, I tend to go this direction. It looks really wonky. So I point my toe straight ahead, and it's like I'm punching a person right here in the chest. You know, same height, same weight. Keep the back heel down, but punch straight out and the toe is straight. Okay? So, Wuji position, hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Weight shifts right, step out empty left, toe facing forward. Weight shifts left, punch out, right fist. Keep plenty of space between your feet. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Weight shift to the left, step out empty right, toe is facing forward. Weight shifts right, punch out left fist. Weight shifts back and come back to center. The beautiful thing with an empty stance is if you step out wrong, let's say I step thin, if I step out wrong, I don't have any weight on that foot. I can move that foot to wherever I want it to be because it's empty. There's no weight on it. As soon as I start putting weight on it, it becomes much harder to move. Okay? Weight shift right, step out empty left, toe facing forward. Weight shifts left, punch out, right fist. Keep the back heel down. Weight shifts back. Don't move the feet yet. Back to center. Nice job. Weight shifts left. Step out empty right. Toe facing forward. Weight shifts right. Punch out left fist. Bring the weight forward. Good job. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Beautiful. Any questions on that one? Yes, sir. Exactly. You want to keep the back heel down. Don't step out so far. That will help you. Sometimes it's part of it is having enough flexibility in the leg that your leg doesn't want to come up. So don't step out so far. That's easier to keep that foot down. And what it comes down to is you guys are probably of the generation, everybody here has pushed a car before, right? When you push a car, you don't push off of the front foot, you push off of the back foot. When you want that car to go, you push off of that back foot, you drive that back foot into the ground, not the front foot. And so you don't want to be doing this and trying pushing the car. You're just taking a lot of your power away. You keep that heel down, and that allows you to push the car. And so the Chinese believe our energy comes from the earth or from the heaven, depending on what you're trying to do. But it comes from the earth. So you have to have a good connection to that foot to drive forward. So let's do it one more time. This time, so as you drive forward, imagine you're pushing that car forward. So you push down on this foot as you motivate your body forward. And as you come back, think about like you're playing tug rope. I think we've all done that here. As you play tug rope, you can't drive off of your back foot. You drive off of your front foot and push back if you're tugging the rope. So imagine that in your mind as you're doing this. So weight shifts right, step out empty left. Now we're going to push the car. My toe is facing forward. So I push off of the back foot as I drive forward. And then I tug the rope backwards and come back to center. Same thing other side, step out empty right. I push the car forward, drive off of the back foot, and then I tug the rope backwards and back to center. It's a whole different concept when you look at it that way, isn't it? So you're not just you're no longer shifting weight, you're driving off of that foot. Okay? All right. Let's do ankle exercises, all right? Another important one. You want to keep those ankles strong. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, body stays straight, get all the weight on the right, left foot touch heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Weight shifts back to the left. Keep the body nice and straight. Right foot, heel, and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Second ankle exercise, weight shift back to the right, left foot, little toe, and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, and big toe. Weight shift to the left, right foot, little toe, big toe, outside, inside, little toe, and big toe, and back to center. Beautiful. So we just did, there's 12 warm-up exercises. We did 11 of them standing up today. Good job. All right. Get yourself a drink of water. Shake your legs loose. Good job. Well, that plus they made the cars and they weighed something back then. Who was that? Oh, he actually comes to, he's here. He comes to the next kickboxing class and he comes on Friday to Tai Chi. I think it was him. He said they used to go to, when it snowed in St. Louis, they would drive to Art Hill. They would take the hood off of the car and then slide down the hill in the hood with all of his friends, put the hood back on the car and then drive home. Can't do that nowadays with the cars when you make it down the hill. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I have not read these dad jokes. They could be really bad. If they're bad, it's his fault, okay? How does Santa Claus keep track of all the fireplaces he's visited? He keeps a log. What does Santa always stay? Where does Santa always stay when he goes on vacation? Oh man, this is cheesy. At the Ho Ho Hotel. What does the gingerbread man put in his bed? Cookie sheets. What type of cars do elves drive? This is pretty good, actually. What type of cars do elves drive? Close. Toyotas. Toyotas. And finally, what does Santa eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes. There you go. There's your dad joke. Feel free to use them. All right, so let's go to our leg strengthening exercise. We'll do both chapters today. So keep the knee bent, keep the body straight. Use your chair if you need to, all right? The body wants to lift that knee up because it's easier, because you can put all the weight on the skeleton. We want to keep the knee bent, so we're strengthening our leg and we keep our body straight the whole time, okay? So use your chair if you need to. Weight shift to the left, right foot, cat stance. Tap, right toe to the front, empty. Keep plenty of space between your feet. And cat stance. Nice and straight. Right foot to the side, empty. All the weight stays left. And cat stance. And right foot behind us, plenty of space between the feet. Good job. Nice work. And cat stance, all the weight stays left. And back to Wu Ji. Other side, weight shifts right, left foot, cat stance. Left foot to the front, empty, plenty of space. Good job. And cat stance. Left foot to the side, keeping all the weight right, keeping that upper body nice and straight. And cat stance. And then left foot behind us. No weight. All your weight stays right. And cat stance. And back to Wu Ji. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good work. See, if you really want to do Tai Chi, try and do that exercise while I miss you for 2 weeks. Try that exercise. Strengthen your legs up. By the way, I see some of you self-correcting. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a really good step. It's just moments away that you won't be doing that anymore. If I have, like when I tell you to step out and keep plenty of space between your feet and you're not doing that and I have to keep reminding you, that means you're not seeing your problem. When you do, oh, I got to step wider before I even tell you, that's a good sign. That means you're seeing that yourself and correcting it. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. So, round two. Remember, I was talking about slower earlier. So, go slow here as you shift your weight. Um, Imagine, so I weigh like a little under 210 right now. So, if I have all my weight on one foot, I have 200 pounds, call it roughly 200 pounds of sand in this foot. If I were to shift all my weight here, I want to imagine that sand is coming up through my pelvis and down into the other foot, nice and slow, like an egg timer. When you turn the egg timer over, the sand moves very slowly to the other foot. So when you're shifting your weight, think about your weight shifting like that sand through the hourglass, not like the days of our lives, but think of that sand shifting through the hourglass. The Chinese call it your foot is either substantial or insubstantial. It's too many syllables for me. So think of all the weight being on one side, it's coming up through the pelvis and then down into the other foot. Okay? So think about that as we're going through this next round. Weight shift to the left, right foot, cat stance. Set the right foot out in front of us, empty. Set the right foot down, again, no weight on it. And now shift all of your weight to the right. Keep a bend in the right knee now. Tap or float left foot. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift weight back onto the left and right cat stance. Round two, or out to the side, if you will. Set the right foot down with no weight on it. Shift all of the weight to the right, nice and slow. Get that sand. Tap or float, left foot. Keep the body straight. Then set the left foot down without any weight on it. Shift weight back to the left, right cat stance. Set the right toe behind us, empty. Keep the body nice and straight. Set the right foot down without any weight. Shift all of your weight to the right. Tap or float left foot. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift weight to the left and right cat stance. And back to Wu Ji. And why should we let one leg have all the fun? So, you guys are thinking fun, I can tell. Weight shift right, left foot, cat. Left foot to the front, empty. Set the left foot down without any weight. Slowly shift all of your weight left. Keep the body straight, keep a bend in the knee. Tap or float, right foot. Set the right foot down, use your chair. Don't make my adrenaline do that. Weight shifts back to the right and left cat stance. Left foot to the side, empty, keeping all the weight right. Set the left foot down without any weight. Shift all of your weight now slowly to the left, bend in the left knee, tap or float right foot. Then set the right foot down without any weight. Shift weight to the right and left cat. Only one more to go. Got it in you? If you're tired, stop. Don't ever exercise on tired legs. Left foot behind us, empty. Set the left foot down without any weight. All your weight staying to the right. Then shift weight back to the left. Bend in that left knee. Tap or float right foot. Set the right foot down without any weight. Shift weight right and left cat. And then Simon says, return back to normal. That's both chapters of that exercise. That is a good leg strengthening exercise. Teaches us balance, teaches us weight shifting, a lot of things going on there. If you want to be a good shortstop, you take lots of ground balls, right? You want to be a good hitter, you get in the batting cage and hit. You want to be good at Tai Chi, you practice that exercise over and over again, helping you with your balance and weight shifting and everything, and learning to step out empty in all different directions. Well, it's better than practicing it left. All right. Yeah, you do, but we learn things as we go. And we realize, maybe you go home for 2 weeks and you practice it and you didn't do it exactly right. As long as you're doing it safe, it's okay. And you come back and you realize, oh, I need to do this a little bit instead. Yes. That's pretty much what I did. Yeah, exactly. And what does it come back to? Your core, your hips. When you play ball, when you pitch, when you bat, you bat with your hips, you pitch with your hips. And that's what I'm talking about. As you step out empty, use your hips to shift your weight forward. It all comes from the hips. If you're playing hockey and the guy's skating towards you with a puck, if you want to know where he's going, watch his hips. Yeah. Well, if you're big enough, you can knock him down, but he'll fake you with his head, with his eyes, but watch his hips because that'll tell you where he's going. If he's running football, again, watch the hips. That tells you where the person's going. So, all right, let's cool down. Good job, everyone. So I want everyone to have a very Merry Christmas. I want you to have a great time with your families. I'll see you in the new year, all right? Tighten up all the muscles in the body and relax. Again, tighten up the muscles in the body and relax. One more time, tighten up all the muscles in the body and relax and gather chi. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Nice job today. You guys did a good job. I worked your legs really hard. Make sure you drink plenty of water, okay? Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Good session. Good job. All right, I got to get out of the way.